A wealthy Christian father has got wife and a prodigal son. The son demanded the father to transfer some immovable property to him. Father was not amenable for the same. In order to facilitate the succession of property, the son murdered the father. The son was convicted for murder under Section 302 IPC corresponding to Section 103 of BNS and sentenced to life imprisonment from the Sessions Court. The question arose for consideration was whether the murderer's son can inherit the property of the murdered father if father had not executed any will. Intestate succession among Christians is governed by the provisions of Indian Succession Act 1925. The widow and children are the first-round heirs of a male Christian. It is stated in Section 33 of the Act. The normal share of widow is 1/3 and the normal share of the sole son is 2/3 as per the provision. The Sessions judge who convicted the son is not clothed with any power under CRPC corresponding to BNSS to disqualify the son from inheriting the assets of the murdered father. A murderer is not disqualified from inheriting the property of the person murdered as per the provisions of Indian Succession Act. But if the murderer's son or daughter is allowed to inherit the property of the murdered father, that may amount to injustice. Among Hindus and Muslims, a murderer is excluded from inheriting the property of the person murdered. This general principle has been upheld in the decision reported in Mani versus Paru. Even though the facts of the reported decision does not relate to Christians, the general principle that a murderer is not entitled to succeed the estate of the victim is stated in the said judgment. There is sufficient reasoning for an approach that a murderer is not entitled to inherit the property of the person murdered. As the legislature has not applied its mind specifically to this situation, such an interpretation will not be against the spirit of the legislation or common sense. However, as things stand today, murderer's son or daughter is also a legal heir, at least statutory. It is a painful situation. In order to undo this apparent injustice, Indian Succession Act requires amendment. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with others. Subscribe to our channel for more legal insights.